All right, here we go, boxing fans. The time is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is September the 14th. I want to do a pre fight video on the one tonight. I want to get my picks in there, get them out there before the fights happen, so that way nobody can say I'm one of those guys who is like a Monday morning quarterback, waiting till the fight is over and then making your pick. So, with no further ado, let's get going. I'm going to start with the undercard. Let's go with the Pablo Cesar Cano against Ashley Theophane fight. I'm going with Cano on this. I was as the week went on this week, Theophane was starting to appeal a little bit more, but I'm flip flopping. I'm taking Ishe Smith. I'm convinced myself that because he is in front of his home town in Vegas, fighting, defending his title, and seeing Ishe this week, he looked, he looked, his body looked good, looked like he's taking it serious. I'm flip flopping. I was going with Molina. Now I'm gonna go with Ishe Smith. I hope tomorrow when I do the post fight video, I'm not eating my words. Let's go to the co-feature, which I also call the co-main event. You got Danny Garcia, who by most is recognized as the true super lightweight titleist against Lucas Matisse. And this one, even though I consider it also to be a 50-50 fight, this was my easiest pick. I've had Matisse since last year, since us boxing fans was calling for that fight, calling for Danny to go up against Lucas. I've always had Matisse, and this week I spent some time watching some fights. I watched Matisse's fight against a Josie. I watched Matisse against Judah. I watched Matisse against Alexander, and I watched him. I watched the Peterson fight again, and to see, because I was kind of trying to convince myself maybe Danny might pull it out. I watched a few Danny fights over the last week as well. I watched the first and second fight with Morales. I watched the Amir Khan fight, and I rewatched the Judah fight. Truth is, I still didn't see anything that made me think that Danny's going to win this fight. I consider it to be 50-50, meaning that if Danny wins, it's not like it's an upset or I'm going to be so surprised. But I've got Lucas in this fight, and I don't have him by knockout. I have Lucas by decision. And matter of fact, I'm going to go majority decision, unanimous. I think how the fight will play out is that each fighter will hurt the other at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody hits the ground, but I think that Lucas is going to grind out a decision. I'm not a guy who wants to make a lot about these guys' power because all I've been hearing on the boxing shows I love and listen to is people talk about, oh, Lucas is a monster. He's got all this power. Danny, he's got this power. I'm kind of tired of people talking about these two guys like these guys are Thomas Hearns or Roberto Duran, like they had that type of power. Yeah, these guys have decent power, but I don't see either anybody getting knocked out in this fight. You got it. You heard me. You heard it here. I got Matisse unanimous decision over Danny Garcia. Let's move on to the main event, the one Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. First thing I want to get out the way is that I wanted to wait until I saw the weigh in and see how they looked. Canelo to me looked good at the weigh in. He didn't look like he was about to tip over. He made the 152, and I'm glad that's out of the way. Let's talk about the whole catch weight thing because a lot of I think that when Floyd wins this fight, you're gonna start hearing about the catch weight. Oh well, Canelo was drained, and they should have been fighting at the legitimate, junior middleweight level. Let's get something straight here, and people who know boxing know this. Anything above 147, but at 154 is considered junior middleweight. You don't have to weigh in at 154 for it to be a junior middleweight fight. The only way that this fight is not a legitimate junior middleweight fight is if the fight is at 155 or it's at 147. If you come in between 148 and 154, it's a junior middleweight fight. With that said, I don't want to hear anything about the catch weight and what it did to his body. Another problem is that I don't want to hear anybody talking about Floyd strong armed Canelo into this. Canelo could have said no. If you want to fight, we're gonna fight at 154. The same way I didn't like it when people made excuses for Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson opened out of his mouth at the Bernard Hopkins fight and said he would fight Andre Ward at 168. That's on him. And if you're Andre Ward, of course you take advantage of that and say, "Yeah, I'll fight you, but we're gonna fight at 168." It is what it is. It's a junior middleweight fight. It's for it's for the champion of that. And what I see is I have Floyd by decision. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that Floyd's gonna knock out Canelo because Canelo is going to wear down. I don't see that happening. I see Floyd by unanimous decision. I see that Floyd's hand speed and his foot speed and his movement being too much. I don't think that Floyd is gonna lay on the ropes and take punishment like he did against Cotto. I still don't know what that was all about with Floyd, but that's not going to happen with Canelo. The fight is going to happen in the other ring, in my opinion. Floyd is going to pot shot, throw that straight right hand. He's going to start out by throwing that left jab to the belly, right in the pit of Canelo's stomach, like Floyd always does, taking a little steam out of the guy. And I do think that Canelo's going to wear out. I don't think Canelo's going to get knocked out, but I think he's going to wear out because Floyd's going to jab to the body, jab to the body. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Floyd getting in close and maybe going left upstairs, right to the body, wearing Canelo down. And I got Floyd in decision. I don't think that this is going to hurt Canelo. Canelo was 23, and losing to the best fighter in the world, you can't knock a dude for that. It's not like he's losing to somebody lower down in the division. He's losing to the best guy in the world, and that's my take on the fight. Canelo will bounce back, and I still think that Canelo will still be a star in boxing. I'm not like a lot of guys who believes that Canelo who dislikes Canelo for whatever reason. I think he's a good kid, and I hate to see him lose, but I think he's going to lose this fight. Unanimous decision. So there it is. I'm rambled on enough. Let me go over it one more time. I've got Cano in the opener by decision over Theo Payne. I've got Ishe Smith. I flip flopped on that one. I'm taking him over Molina in a ugly decision. Probably something ugly like 115, 113, 114, 113, some mess like that. I've got Matisse by decision over Danny Swift, and I've got Money Mayweather by unanimous decision. And to be honest, I got about big unanimous decision like 9-3 for Mayweather. No knockouts tonight, people, but I do expect it to be a good night of fights. That's all I got. I will get with y'all tomorrow. Matter of fact, I might even get back on here tonight and do a video for Lucas and Danny and Floyd and Canelo and give my thoughts on it. I'm gonna be out there on Twitter. It's in the description. I need some boxing fans to get out there so we can get at me, man, so we can talk some boxing. That's all I got. Catch you next time.